He's making history with each new find in Tom's world every time. Tom's on the hunt. Tom's on the prowl. With a can in hand and a curious plan. World secrets to be found in Tom's world now. Tom's World How.
Hey everybody, what is going on? Welcome. Hey Jeep Girl, how's it going? Welcome to another live installment of This is Tom's World, where we're going to be talking about Dinosaur Lake and everything else that comes up, which we usually do have a lot of different subjects that come up, thanks to my Minecraft friends. So hope everybody has had a good week. Um, and I have had an eventful week actually since the last time we talked. I have since been to the dermatologist, and I got rid of some abnormalities on my face and neck area. Oh, thank you, Jeep Girl. Hey, Lori, what's going on? Kate, yo yo yo. Yeah, I've been to the dermatologist. I had the little thing that was kind of like a skin tag over here that I got rid of. The doctor also saw fit to get rid of something on the neck here and something on the shoulder. And then I go back in the fall for a head to toe, which I kind of don't look forward to because I'm sure they're going to find a lot of little abnormalities to take out. But like it wasn't that bad. You know, it was less than a week, and I can be here without band-aids on my face and neck and stuff like that. So that's really cool. Um, so Dinosaur Lake, I finally made it back to Dinosaur Lake. I was so happy to be there. It's been like 2 years, almost 2 years since I've been there. I guess like September, I think it is. It'll be 2 years. It feels like a long time because that was an old friend of mine that I'd been going to since long before I started doing the YouTube channel, and I enjoyed going there and just walking around taking pictures and stuff like that before the YouTube channel. Um, and it was Tony B. What's going on, my brother? What's up? So yes, Dinosaur Lake was great. I was pleasantly surprised. Excuse me, at the kindness of the homeless encampments in there. The one guy I talked to, he was super nice. Um, and he helped guide me because it's been a long time since I've been there. I tried to find the beach. I'll get to your question in a second, Lori. Um, I was trying to find that beach that I crossed, and many times I've overshot it, and I'm like, oh, I went too far. But like the whole place is just so different, so overgrown, and the area where the lake was is so green. It's ridiculous. Um, it's still very mushy though, hard to walk around in once you get past a certain point. But as far as the flowers, Miss Lori, the flowers in the park are doing okay. There's not as many flowers this time. The cone flowers are trying to come back. They're trying to come back. I think the black-eyed Susans, I think they're done. I don't think they're coming back. They had a disease like 2 or 3 years ago. They've tried to come back each year, and each year they were a little less. And I think this year they're not really coming back. The phlox, the white phlox actually looks good, but the rest of them don't look that great. Joe, what's up? Welcome in. Utterly Insane Productions LLC. That would be our buddy Joe, Insane Joe. Not to be confused with what was that guy's name that did those commercials like back in the '80s. Oh my God, what was that? It was like he sold all kinds of stuff like appliances, TVs. Um, why am I blanking on this? Help me out, people. What was his name? His deals are insane. What was his name? Oh my God, why am I blanking on this? I don't blank on things a lot, but I've been doing it lately, and it's really starting to worry me. What's up, Chris? Welcome in. Um, oh my God, and they aired his commercials in New York and New Jersey. and oh my god, crazy, crazy something, crazy someone's name. Tony B says, I have a small wildflower garden this year. Wish I could post images as comments for y'all to see. You can do it on my Facebook, man. Feel free. Um, Lots of variety and Shaky. What? Shaky the Mole is a salesman. No. Um, Crazy. No, crazy. Oh my God. I'm going to have to look it up. No Facebook? Oh, man. Uh, let's see. 80s commercial. Our deals are insane. Crazy Eddie. Crazy Eddie. There we go. Yes. There you go, Tony. You got it. You got it, man. Crazy Eddie. That guy was he his commercials were awesome. There were some awesome commercials back in the 80s. For those of you who weren't around in the 80s, you missed out. Although I got a feeling that most of you that are here were around in the 80s. Minus Kate and Chris. Well, Chris, no, Chris, you're close to my age, I think, so you might have been around for that. Now, Joe, you were around for that, but you weren't in the right area, so you wouldn't know. I do remember Max Headroom. Avidly, the guy I loved Max Headroom, and they even made a TV show with him. It was like him and the guy that played him, so he played like dual roles. So for tonight's live hangout, I've allowed myself one beer, one water. We'll drink the beer first. Kay says, forgive me if I'm not so present in the chat. I'm listening. I'm on Troll Patrol. Troll Patrol. Troll Patrol. Troll Patrol. And I'm also cooking dinner and Well, I listen, in your defense, Kate, I am doing this about an hour early. So, yeah. Listen, Jeep Girl, you're younger than me, aren't you? I mean, you're still in your 40s. So I don't want to hear that you're old. So I didn't. No, don't tell me about that. Paw Patrol. And Miss Jeep Girl has found some new stuff in her metal detecting over at Neshaminy State Park, back where the barn used to be. And anything you find there is good. I think that little twirly thing you found, I think that was like a dipstick or something for like one of the machineries that they have there. Yeah, you'll be 46 in December. I'm 50. I'll be 51 in February. That solidifies my 50s. So, yeah. Making hamburger mac and cheese in beef, peppers, and onions, cheese. So you have two different types of cheese and elbow pasta. Well, that's usually what mac and cheese is elbow pasta. And Joe's 58. It almost sounds like a hamburger helper thing that you're making, Kate. But yes, Dinosaur Lake. Dinosaur Lake. Let's talk about Dinosaur Lake. So the place doesn't disappoint. I just based on the views that I'm getting. Let's see what we are at currently. Let me go off screen here. So the views are currently at 701 views. So that's not bad, not too shabby. It is hamburger helper, all right. And you always want to add more stuff to the hamburger helper. You can't just go on the helper alone with the beef and the pasta. You got to add more stuff to it. Always add more stuff to the recipe than for what it calls. Always, always. Butter chicken at your house tonight? All right. Well, hey, I'll be over in about like an hour and a half. No. Freedom, what's going on, my friend, man? Yo, Freedom. So, as you know, as I've mentioned, and you've been at Founding Fathers and stuff like that, and I have been there myself. I think Stephanie and I need to find another place to go, because Founding Fathers was doing bingo, music bingo on Wednesdays, and that's when we went. Now we need to find a new place to go because they've changed the day to Monday. Well, what the hell's that about? Why would they do that? Lori is 65. Well, you got us all beat. But you do have two pieces of Tom's World merchandise, one of which you got for free. We're gonna have to do that again. I'm gonna have to do another thing where somebody can win a piece of Tom's World merchandise for free. Michael Rambo, what's up? From the worlds of John Wick and Mission Impossible. Have I kicked Nick from Minecraft? Not yet. Although he came close the other night. I was burning a tree and he comes down and starts hitting me. Go, you're burning my castle. Well, not his castle, his little cube dwelling that he had. It was made of cobblestone, and he thought I was burning it. So he decided to start hitting me. So I just killed him a bunch of times. Yeah. Your mother's in her 70s. Both my parents are in their 70s. They're both 74 at this point. So yeah, I mean, I take care of dad here, and between me and my sisters, we take care of mom. You know, um, I'm not saying my sisters don't help with my dad. They absolutely do. Um, I guess between the three of us, between me and my two older sisters, we take care of our parents. Yeah, exactly. Cobblestone is not burnable. But he came down and he saw the tree burning, and all I heard was, "Oh, I see what you're trying to do," and he just starts hitting me over and over and over with not a sword. I don't know what he had in his hand because he doesn't know how to craft a sword apparently, and he never wears armor unless he finds it. He doesn't know how to enchant anything, so it's easier to kill him, especially with the bow that I have, because the bow I have has infinity something on it. So, like, no matter how many arrows I have, I never run out. It has like the fire aspect on it. It's got there's so many things on the bow that I have, and I've given copies of that to Kate and Robert. Um, so yeah, your mother is 83. What are you, like 92? What are you? That didn't make sense, but it was an attempt of a bust on you, but it didn't work out. So it's been a long day. Um, I got some news earlier today that I can't really talk about right now, and it could be good for the channel. We'll see, and I'll just leave it at that. Um, so it's been a pretty good day. We'll see. We'll see what goes on from here on out. But like there could be a boost in the channel coming very soon. Not just like saying my content, but like the amount of subscribers and stuff like that. I'm not pregnant. No. You would think I am when you look at me. I mean, you can't tell because you guys see me from here up, but I do kind of look pregnant. I look about like, I don't know, about 8 months pregnant, somewhere in there. That's that beer belly. Chris, what's going on, my brother? Welcome, man. I was talking to some more people about Burlington Island, people that volunteer there. So we got to talk about that. We got to figure this out. Although we'd probably want to go there more towards the fall when things start to die out, so it's not so green and flush and stuff like that. But No, I'm not making it only Tom's. That's not going to happen. Nobody wants to see that. That would be like the equivalent of that picture that like George Costanza took of himself in his boxers on Seinfeld, where he's just like kind of laying off to the side. Yeah, it would be worse than that. Well, yeah, I'm sure a lot of people would. Freedom, Tom Hub. No, I'm not going to give birth to a keg. I mean, maybe a six pack, one at a time. Tony B, thank you, man, thank you. I appreciate that, brother. Tony B with the here. Let me scroll down and bring that up on here. Tony B with the $10 donation. You are awesome, my brother. Thank you, thank you. Is the burnt boat still hanging in, or has it sank? That's a good question. I should probably go back and check that out. I haven't been there for a minute, so I should definitely check that out. That's down at the Penny Pack on the Delaware. Minecraft is finally leaving the movie theaters now, and it's out on Fandango at home. Well, I watched it. I found a place online to watch it for free a a few weeks ago, somewhere in there. I mean, it wasn't a bad movie, but the kids they wrecked those theaters every time he said chicken jockey or whatever it was. That was stupid. That was actually totally and utterly stupid. The kids should have been detained until the parents came there, and the parents should have been fined. My opinion. If someone can tell me what goes on at the palace looking place on Knights Road, I know monks live there. Are you talking on the other side of Street Road? Like if you're going from Philly to Ben Salem, like the other side of Street Road, and then it's down on the left, close to where the amphitheater and all that is on the right. Is that what you're talking about? Because that's a place that, yeah, across from the police station. Yeah, I do intend on trying to go there and making a video there because it keeps coming up as a suggestion when I talk to Chat GPT. So yeah, yeah, it's like not far from the Ben Salem Historical Society, which is right there near the entrance of where you go to where the police station is and the amphitheater and all that. Um, yeah, I maybe I don't know. I'll see if I can get in touch with them and see if they can help me out. Like if I make a video and they can be there and you can walk to it. Cool. Yeah, I think it's like Japanese or Chinese. I can't remember exactly. Like a Buddhist temple or something like that. If you go over 5K subs, I'm using your channel as a nonprofit charitable write-off for ordinary and necessary expenses to contribute to viewer growth. Hey, listen, it could happen for what I have going on. It's possible. It's a possibility for what's going on in the near future, very near future. So Nick, what's going on, my brother? Pickle Nick's in the house. All right, we can expect the most interesting man on YouTube quote forthcoming from Pickle Nick. I'm sure he's got like a ton of them ready to fire. But yeah, it definitely it's a possibility. It really is. It's a situation where I could. Oh, I don't want to say too much. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to jinx myself. You know. Here we go. Every time he goes for a swim, dolphins appear. Alien abductors have asked him to probe them. Oh Jesus Christ! If he were to give you directions, you'd never get lost. You'd arrive at least 5 minutes early. His legend precedes him the way lightning precedes thunder. He is the most interesting man on YouTube, in the YouTube world. I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I get alcohol poisoning. Stay thirsty, my friends. Look, Nick, do you see this? Do you see what Freedom's saying? Because I explained what happened of the last time with all the hits that you did, and you were, I see what you're doing. You're burning my building, and it was made of cobblestone. Where'd it go? Cobblestone is not burnable. Yeah. So there's that. What is it we're doing on Fear Fans tonight? It was Jaws 3, wasn't it? Jaws 3 in 3D. Um, so you guys can go over to Don Elmy's channel, or you can just go to Things Network on Facebook and you can watch that later on. Oh, yeah. Um, it's been a long time since I watched Jaws 3. Uh, so I may not remember a whole lot, but I'll probably be on the show. So shouldn't it be flammable? What, cobblestone? No. Get the hell out of here with that. It's stone. Have you ever seen a stone on fire that didn't have some kind of accelerant on it? Like it's just a plain stone. Have you ever seen a stone on fire? I haven't. The Chamonix Mall now has the doors separating AMC and Barnes and Noble open, but the wall is still up. Hey, I got a question for you, Michael. Where they have the fountain, what used to be a fountain, with the Indian there with his hand out and all that. Is that? Are you able to get to that? I'm getting messages from the goddess. I must respond. Okay, I have responded. Oh, you were talking about the comment. Well, I mean, you could use burnable or flammable, really. I mean, they both work. In the English context and stuff. Like, I mean, they both make sense. Just saying. But yeah, getting back to Dinosaur Lake, that was it was definitely a surreal experience in talking to that guy. Um, Beef Stick Nick from Illinois. And then Nick says, ah, ta, 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 ta. Um, yeah, it was definitely surreal talking to the guy. And he's definitely younger than I am. He said he's just trying to get by. Um, he's just trying to survive, basically. He said, he said, I love camping. I've camped my whole life with my parents and stuff like that. There you go. And he said at this point, though, he would just really like to be in his own place and be able to see his kids again and stuff. So I feel really bad for him. Definitely going to go back down and talk to him at some point. I don't know. Maybe I'll see if he wants to do like a little interview for a video or something. I think it'd be cool. Tony B says I have a good one that I tell my guys. We the unwilling, led by the unknowing, doing the impossible for the ungrateful. We've done so much for so long with so little. We are now qualified to do everything with nothing. There you go. That's pretty cool. That's a cool little quote. Still drinking Coca-Cola Zero sugar aisle of Burke Brew from the Freestyle machines. Cool. I am currently drinking a Molson Ice, and then I have a water wedding after that. So I allowed myself one beer for the live feed. What did Yoda say when he saw himself in 4K? HDMI. Yep, I get that. I get that. So we've been ordering from a place that we hadn't previously ordered from. Um, it's Camilla's Pizzeria, and they're in Andalusia, on Bristol Pike, right next to where the Andalusia Bar and Grill used to be, that burned down, that they still haven't done anything with. It's not too bad. The pizzas were cool. Salads are great. So yeah, yeah, they're pretty good. Freedom. I don't mind them at all. I mean, the pizza, it's okay. It's edible. It works, especially if they deliver it to you in time when it's still hot. They did not when we got the pizza last night. It was I had to reheat it in the oven, which made the crust a little crisp. But Old Roman pizza is another good one. That's cool. I gotta try them, man. I mean, I'm always trying to try new places here and there, but it's tough to do with my dad. He's a very picky eater, and if things aren't just so, then I don't want it. He'll just push the plate away or something. It's like, well, you got to eat something, man. But yeah, it's fun. McDonald's, get the hell out of here with that shit. I don't often curse, but god damn, McDonald's, get nah. Your dinner tonight is popcorn at work. All right. I miss popcorn. I really do. I was diagnosed with diverticulosis, which is the precursor to diverticulitis. So I can't eat popcorn anymore. I miss my smart food popcorn. I really, really, really do. Old Roman is cafeteria grade. All right. Well, I don't think I've eaten from there, so I can't tell you one way or another. But Camilla's it's all right. Their cheesesteaks were good, I think. Katrina's on Varee Road. I don't know if they're gonna deliver here though, over by the mall. That's kind of a distance. Well, Nick, I got to bring that one up. Yeah, yeah, probably. I would have to say. You know what, Freedom? You were absolutely right, and we're trying to convince Nick of that because in the game he eats nothing but rotten flesh. I said, dude, when you eat rotten flesh, the time between the time that you're full and the time that you're hungry is less. The more you eat it, the less it gets. The best thing that you can eat in Minecraft is like the steak, the beef. That actually prolongs your hunger. So but you know what? Nick can keep doing what he's going to do because in the times that he's running from me, he's going to run out of energy before I will, and I'll be able to catch him. So whatever. Oh, Nick, stop putting stuff in my chest, or I will fill your entire chest with pufferfish. So stop. And by the way, Nick, after we were done playing the other night, I went in and I finished your building for you. It has a roof. It looks good. That building is for just you. Villagers will not come there because they stay in the village, which is why they're called villagers. They don't travel that far. So that building is just for you and it's finished. So you're welcome. By the way. By the way. Anyway, um, I could swear I just heard my dad call me. The hell? He knows I'm doing a live feed. And if I don't go and there's something wrong, then that's on me and I got to live with that. Oh my God. All right, you guys, hang tight. Talk to each other. Entertain each other. I'll be right back. I just got to check. Okay, I'm here. I'm here. Sorry about that. He did not call me, so that must have been a noise from outside. But I swear to God, it sounded like him saying, Tom. It was weird. Anyway, my chair not. There we go. All right, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Well, Nick is not in charge of crap. $500 question. Is Nick going to be late for Fear Fans? I'm going to go ahead and guess yes. He's going to say, well, I mean, I had to eat dinner because, it's almost 9 o'clock and that's when we eat dinner here. And then I had to talk to my mom and then I had to work out for a while. And, and then I fell asleep and, and now I know there's only 10 minutes left of the show, but here I am. It, no, this will never be the Pickle Nick show. Of that, I can guarantee you. Absolutely, totally, completely, 100%. Okay, the beer's gone now, so now I got to start the water. Anyway, so yeah, I've been. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Um, I've been consulting with AI a little bit. I fed into the AI what my doctor has found out about the pre-diabetic issue, about the diverticulosis, about like all the different conditions, and about what he wants me to do as far as a diet. He wants me to go more Mediterranean, which basically means more veggies and fruits. Um, you can have the Pickle Nick show all you want, but it's not going to be on this channel. So I mean, hey, do the Pickle Nick show on Fear Fans, or on Fear Fans on Things Network, and you got your own channel. Damn it. Anyway, um, so I fed that in there, and I asked it to give me like a meal plan, and just based on that, I'm not following it exactly, but I do remember the meal plan that I had while I was on the 24-day challenge from Advocare, like it had to be like 13 years ago, something like that. Um, and as I said, I fed into it what I will and won't eat and stuff like that. It kept coming back with tofu and yogurt, and so it's like I don't eat any of that. So there's a lot of like the boneless, skinless chicken breast and brown rice, and some veggies and stuff like that, which is a lot of what I ate on that. And I did lose some weight, but I'm trying to bring down the cholesterol as well. So I think I'm going to start following that. I get paid this week, and I'm going to buy myself like a decent sized pack of the boneless, skinless chicken breast, and I'm gonna. Yeah, I don't like fish. I don't eat fish of any kind. I don't eat seafood. The crustaceans are nasty. They're bottom dwellers. They eat the poop that falls from the fish. So not yeah no. But I'm gonna buy a lot of the boneless, skinless chicken breast. I'm gonna freeze some of it. I'm gonna bake some of it and have it ready to go. And I'm gonna try to start getting healthier. I'm gonna try to start getting a little more lean. A little more energy. Um, this is the turning point of my life for a lot of reasons, and hopefully a lot of good things will follow. So, Ray, what's going on, my brother? You lost 10 pounds in a month. Listen, when I did the 24-day challenge, I went from, I think it was like 205 to 177. But I mean, there's a lot of supplements and everything that I took, and there was a cleanse period in the beginning. So yeah, it was different. I've caught striper bass fish on the Delaware Bay years ago. Cool. Kay says, I think it's amazing you found the remains of the dinosaurs. Has the guy passed that made them? Yes. So his name was Standish Ford Hansel. I think he passed away in 1983. Um, but before he did, the land that he had that was his is now mostly the Ben Salem Country Club, um, extending down to the creek that I was at, that I crossed. Um, his original plan, as I mentioned in the video, was to drive the antique fire engine that he had out to the middle of a field and then dig a lake around that. But instead, he made the lake first with the island and decided to put the dinosaurs on there. But he also made a infamous bar that lasted until the late 90s, early 2000s. It was called the Barn, and it was there in Ben Salem. Lots of people know the Barn. I'm sure any of the locals that are in here have been to the Barn. And it was a great bar. You know, it had like multiple stages for different venues going on, like different musical venues going on, and they didn't interfere with each other acoustically. So it was cool. I'd been to the Barn a couple times, maybe more times than I remember when I wasn't driving. But it was definitely a cool place. It had a lot of like little antiques in it, and they were all Standish Ford Hansels. He was, oh, Christ, with the golems. Um, they the he was very well known locally. He was known as like an eccentric but very nice man. Um, like a lot of people did know him. He would oftentimes be at the barn, hanging out with people and stuff. The fire engine that he was going to put there was outside of the barn. Uh, all long gone now. I don't know what happened to any of that stuff, to be honest. Um, but it's a lot of good local lore that we have surrounding Standish Fort Hansel. He also had something to do with. Oh my God, what's the rehab place on Humeville Road? Somebody help me out. What my mind keeps wanting to say Friends, but it's not Friends Hospital is different. That's down by like Rising Sun and the Boulevard, like that area. But what's the name of the rehab that's on Humeville Road? Where? I before Humeville itself. Um, you're gonna make me bring up the damn map. Wait a minute, and then by the time I bring it up, somebody's gonna say it in the chat. I know. That's how it goes. I gotta find Humeville Road on the map. Ben Salem High School. Okay, I think I found Humeville Road. Ben Salem High School. I think it's after Ben Salem High School. I think I found it, but it doesn't say the name on the damn map. Oh my God. Somebody's already probably said it in the chat. Livingren. Livingren. Standish Fort Hansel had something to do with Livingren. See, nobody said it in the chat. Livingren. Standish Fort Hansel had something to do with the foundation of that. So there was that. I thought of it before I actually saw the name. Like I went down in the street view and I was going down the street, and before Before it even came up and I saw the little wall there, I had the name in my head. Living yeah. It's a rehab center for people who are trying to come off of drugs, alcohol, stuff like that. And it's very well known in the area, and they do very well with the people. So I got to crack my water now. Tasteless liquid beverage. At least it's cold anyway. Um, Live and grin. Damn it! I pass by it every morning. I couldn't think of it either. I pass by it a lot too. When I go see my son, which I really wish I could have saw him this past Monday. Um, I just couldn't make it out, and I really wanted to call him too, and I totally forgot. So I might have to call him after I'm done the live feed here, just to touch base with him. Just had guest asks for an iPhone Lightning charger. Well, it's like, listen, if you have an iPhone and you needed it to be charged, then you should have brought your charger out with you. I'm just saying. You're gonna build Living Grin in Minecraft? Good luck with that. Listen, I'll give you the exact address if you want, and you can look it up on Google Maps. I mean, it's totally up to you. You can build the buildings and stuff like that. A Minecraft rehab. Yeah, iPhones. Oh, it's trendy and everybody has one, so I have to have one too. Android. I am a non-Apple product person. Have been, always will be. They're way too expensive and they have too many problems. I'm sorry. I can't do it. Can't do it. Well, you know what? Freedom, I already beat him to it. It's in the it's in the Pickle World one that we had where it was like where it was like what it was creative that we had where I built the garden and stuff. I already built my real life house in that. So, and if Nick could do it, more power to him. But I don't think he could. This guy can't build anything more than a block building. So I had to help him. I mean, I would show you, but nobody wants to see our Minecraft world. It's, there's two L's in Philly, Nick. Two L's. Philly. No, we don't, Nick. I'm not building another one of them so you can destroy it. It's not happening. Yeah. Philly. Says the guy from Illinois. Anyway, no, not. Um, oh, you kill me, man. You kill me. Um, no, he means Diljo. Actually, what he means is Dildo Joe. Um, in the creative, we built a dildo. Oh my god, we built a dildo. We built a oh my god, I can't even talk tonight. I did. A dildo Joe. So we built a dojo that had dildo kind of things in it. Um, and dude came in after I built it, and I spent even in creative, I spent like over an hour building this thing. He came in and within like 2 minutes burned the whole damn thing down. Burned it down. And then I'm trying to fix it. And then he comes in and messes it up even more. Well, I was trying to get rid of these. Just go away, man. Go away. Let me fix it. And I did. But we haven't been in our creative world for quite some time, for quite a while. We've been doing just the survival world that we have. So, and we've been doing pretty good with it, really. We have a lot of stuff built up in there. Yeah, he burnt the whole damn thing down. Friggin' Nick. You know? What are you going to do? Well, yeah. There you go, Nick. Oh man. So let's see. Let's see if our views have gone up. So the last time I checked, the video for Dinosaur Lake was at 7:01. Let me hit refresh and see what happens. We're at 7:24. And I am currently at 3,016 subscribers. So that's right. Since the last time we talked, I think it's since the last time we talked. I don't think it happened before then. I have surpassed the three. You know what? Maybe it did. I've surpassed the 3,000 subscriber level. So you guys are freaking awesome. You really are. You haven't seen the movie for Fear fans. Might join on later. I have so much to do. I mean, you can just join and be part of the conversation. And I'm just going to be in there for making jokes and stuff like that. Like I don't exactly remember the movie, to be honest. I might watch the trailer for the movie to see if it spurns any memories, but I don't know. We'll see. They will give a diploma to anyone these days. I hope to God Nick doesn't drive a car. Nick does not drive a car. Actually. Anyway. I think I'm probably going to wrap this up so that I can go downstairs and get myself some pieces of pizza from last night just to get something in my system because I have not had dinner yet. I made sure I took care of Dad for his dinner, made him a turkey pot pie. I'm sure he was happy with that. We should do a video in which we show how to. Yeah, I don't want to be a dildo because you don't know who's gonna have you, and they build a dildo on Minecraft. Jaws 19, Back to the Future 2. Oh yeah, I remember that. Where the hologram came out, I was like, ah. Anyway, was great talking to everybody. Thank you all for showing up. Thanks for the donations. You guys are awesome. I love you all. Hope you all have a great rest of your week. I don't know what my next video is going to be. I never do until usually the day of or the day before. So we'll see what happens. Again, I had some exciting things going on this week. We'll see where that takes us. And have a great night, everybody. Make sure you stay safe, stay healthy, take care, and I will talk to you all later.